The key to knowing life is knowing yourself. We kind of all are the same person from a different point of view, or not 100% the same. We sometimes we're wired differently. We got different thought patterns. We got different purposes in life and things like that. But our foundation is the same. So if you understand, okay, I have insecurities. If you understand, I don't really like this about myself, whatever the case may be, you know other people have that about themselves too. Because we tend to look at our lowlights, and when we see other people, we look at their highlights because we don't see what they encounter on a regular basis, on a day-to-day basis. So this video kind of piggies back off of my last video. And my last video was titled, Life Won't Let You Skip Steps. In that video, I basically sum up how you have to do the foundational work before you get to the extravaganza in life. You have to do the groundwork. You have to do the level 1 work before you get to level 2, and so on and so forth. You can't skip steps. And even in a moment, if you do skip steps, if life allows you to, it's going to ground you in the future. It's going to bring you back down to reality or to your true level in the future. So, same reason, like I said, people win money. You might win money fast, but if you're not the identity or the person who can handle that money, if you can't handle everything that comes with that money, if you don't know who you truly are and you're easily swayed by outside forces, that money's going to go away just as fast. And that kind of leads me to this video. In my philosophy, let's just say my philosophy. I think this is like my philosophy in life, and it says it's kind of in the Bible in a sense, but I believe the key to knowing life is knowing yourself. And there's many reasons why I say that. And I'm gonna try not to get. Well, I'm not going. I don't apologize for being too deep. I just hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. But the key to knowing life is knowing yourself. Like a lot of times in the world, especially when you're younger, you be afraid to do things. If you see a packed crowded room, you be afraid to walk in. You're thinking to yourself, "Oh, don't trip, don't embarrass yourself." So say if somebody talks on stage in front of a crowd, they're probably concerned or how I sound, or I don't want to be too timid, or everybody's looking at me, whatever the case may be. But if you know who you truly are, then you kind of have a grasp of who other people are. And what I mean by that is we kind of all are the same person from a different point of view. We all are basically God experience himself through each other. We all are not 100% the same because sometimes we're wired differently. We got different thought patterns. We got different purposes in life and things like that. But our foundation is the same. We have a heart. We have a respiratory system. We have a brain. We can create our reality. We are the same person from a different point of view. So if you understand, okay, I have insecurities. If you understand, I don't really like this about myself, whatever the case may be, you know other people have that about themselves too. Because we tend to look at our lowlights, and when we see other people, we look at their highlights because we don't see what they encounter on a regular basis, on a day-to-day basis. But with us, we win ourselves all throughout the day through bad and good times. So we tend to look at ourselves in the worst case scenario and look at everybody else in the positive case scenario. But like I said, once you realize who you are and like you're a human being and you have troubles in your life, you have insecurities in your life, you're not perfect, you realize without having to know too much information about other people's lives that they have the same problems. They have problems in their internal life. They have insecurities for themselves. They might not show it. They might not, go out plastering everywhere, but they have it. And as long as you know that, that's enough confidence for you to be who you are, because you understand that if people show who they are or not, whether they do or not, it still exists within them. And the people who show it more, the people who are not scared to be vulnerable, are the ones who seem more, people gravitate towards you more because you seem more human, you seem more realistic. Too many people try to be too perfect when nobody is perfect. So you're trying to put on this facade like you have everything going and you have everything put together and nothing phases you, and only a few minority of people in the world can relate to that. And they only relate into that after they get through the storm, after they go through all their problems. But I truly believe that knowing yourself is the key to everything in life. You know what I mean? You want more money? Know who you are. Know your creativity. You know what I mean? Know how you think. Know the avenues that you strive in. Know what you would do for fun. Know what you would do. This is really just work for me. Oh, no, I would do this for fun. I do this for free before the money starts coming in. Because that's going to make you seeking money and you obtaining money that much easier. Because once you're doing something for free and you're doing it on a regular basis, once the money comes, nothing changes. That makes you just enhance the process. That makes you enjoy the process that much more. You want some women? Know who you are. If you don't know who you are, it's easy to get played by women. It's easy to get manipulated. You know what I mean? It's easy to get used. But if you know who you are, women can't use you. Women can't manipulate you. You know what I mean? It's deep, but I feel like life is so simple. It's so simple to the fact that's like, if you just do the inner work, if you just do the groundwork, start on level one, you're automatically going to complete other levels or get access to certain levels. Let me not say complete. You'll get access to certain levels. Like just like how you graduate middle school and you graduate in middle school automatically gets you a bid to go to high school. You might not pass high school, but it gives you the opportunity to go to high school. That's how it is starting doing the internal work and knowing who you are on level one. Once you do that groundwork, it gives you the opportunity to see things in a different light once you go to that next level. Rather than you going to that next level without doing the groundwork and you're easily getting swayed. You know what I mean? You're not there for long and you fall back down because, like I said, you didn't do the proper introductory work to who you are in order to maintain what you have or grow it more. So the key, even the Bible says that the kingdom of heaven is within you. You know what I mean? A lot of life is just perspective and knowing who you are, because we live in a world to when we're interacting with millions of people on a regular basis, especially with now with social media. You can see people's lives, you can see things that you don't have, things that you want to obtain, and us being human, it's gonna cause you to think about the things you don't have. It's gonna cause you not to be grateful for what you have and put more attention and focus on the things you don't have. So that's why you have to know who you are. So when you encounter things like that, because encountering things like that in life is inevitable. You're gonna encounter people with riches, people who have more than you, people who are taller than you, people who look more attractive than you, whatever the case may be. But you have to be comfortable in your own skin, because even though there's people who have more money than you, look better than you, stronger than you, there's people who you look better than. There's people who you're stronger than. You know what I mean? There's people who you're taller than. So life is really just perspective. And once you realize the things I go through, everybody go through. I'm just one of the ones that's not scared to advertise and not scared to show the world that, hey, I'm not perfect. I got a lot of growing to do. I got a lot of work on myself to do. You know what I mean? But can those other people say the same thing about themselves? You don't want to appear too squeaky clean, because, especially when it's not reality. Because once something happens, then that's just giving people, I guess you could say, fuel to point the finger at you, to make you look bad. Crab in the barrel effect. So once you know yourself, that unlocks a lot in the world. You can move in the world with confidence. You can move in the world with assurance and just stability, just knowing I know who I am. No matter what I see, no matter what gets thrown in my path, no matter who try to sway my judgments, I know where I'm going. I know the direction I'm going in. And you'll be surprised. Once you know who you are, people start kind of coming along your side. People want to be in your team. People want to be a part of your story, be a part of the experience of the growth. Because a lot of people don't have that in them, the courage to just truly be themselves. A lot of people are themselves when they're alone, but when they get around other people, they're chameleons. You know what I mean? They change to who they're around. And that's just going to make you suffer internally in the long run. That's going to make you be around people and things that you really don't want to be around, but you're just compromising for the moment. So it's truly my philosophy that if you know who you are, if you know yourself, the world can't stop you. Like I used to go out all the time in college. I would have like 3 pairs of jeans that I would just rotate every weekend. Of course, I would wash them, obviously, but and I would tell people like, bro, I'm wearing the same jeans. Like, yeah, outfit looks fresh. Oh, this is the same shirt I wore 2 weeks ago. Oh, this is a regular shirt from Kohl's. Cost $10. I'm not scared because I know that the outside stuff don't make the internal me. I know who I am on the inside, and the things I wear on the outside, the things that I interact with on the outside, are an extension of me, but doesn't define who I am or define what I'm about. So that's something to carry on with life. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something that would make a lot of people's lives way easier. Doing the inner work, knowing who you are, knowing your personality, knowing your goals in life, your aspirations, your morals, what drives you, what makes you mad, all that stuff, because it's going to help you get to where you want to go faster and eliminate distractions and roadblocks in between in the meantime.